Welcome to springlib.
So we're given countably many sets AN, which are countable, and we want to show that their union is still countable. So the countable union of countable sets is still countable. So to do that, let's write a diagram where we have in the first column the elements of the set A1. So let's call them A1, A2, A3, and so forth. Then in another column, we write the elements of the set A2. Let's call them B1, B2, B3, and so forth. Then in another column, the sets of A3, C1, C2, C3, and we complete the diagram in this way. Now, here, let's assume that all these sets A, they're all infinitely countable, and all their elements are different. Because that's the hardest case. Because if some of these sets A were finite, then that's not a big deal. The union of finite sets is still finite, so that doesn't change anything. And if there are some overlappings between the sets, so if an element is both in some A1 and A2, well, when you're uniting them, the union is smaller than it would be if all the sets were different. So the case where all the sets are infinitely countable and all disjoint is the hardest possible case. So let's assume that. So all these A1, A2, B3, and all these numbers are all different. And so the union of all the sets A1, A2, A3, and so forth will be the set that contains all these numbers A1, A2, B1, and so forth. So now we want a way to enumerate these numbers. But again, here the trick is going by diagonal enumeration. So this first element here, we call it x1. Then we proceed diagonally. So this is x2, and we go diagonally. This is x3. And then we proceed by diagonals. This is called x4. We go in diagonals. This is x5. We keep going diagonals. This is x6, and so forth. So by drawing these diagonals, we are listing all the elements of this union. Now, the union of all the ends is going to be the set that contains x1, x2, x3, and so forth. And because of how we've laid out this diagram, all these x1, x2, x3 are all the elements of this union. But now this is an enumeration of the elements of the union, and so this is countable.